Hello students. So we were doing the fourth chapter of our geography book, climate chapter, okay? And I have already informed you about the difference between climate and weather, okay? And what type of monsoon, what type of you can say weather condition do we have. So let me remind you, okay? So basically there's a difference between climate and weather, okay? Climate is a long term phenomena, whereas you can say that weather is a short term phenomena which is occurring in the atmosphere. Fine. So okay, the next thing that we're having, that when we talk about India's perspective, okay, so we are having the type of weather, okay, or so the type of climate that we're having is, you can say, monsoon type. Basically monsoon type means it means the word monsoon, okay, is derived from the Arabic word, okay, called as mausim, okay, and it means that monsoon refers to the you can say seasonal reversal of the wind direction. Basically, whenever we are having rainfall in India, it occurs just because of the reversal of the wind phenomena. Reversal of the wind phenomena means, see, when we talk about it now, basically we you can say India faced rainfall during the period of you can say during June to basically mid of the September, okay. So why this occurs? Just because of the reversal of the wind. Firstly, we receive the rainfall from the south west wind, okay. When southwest wind travel from when southwest southwest, okay, wind brings rainfall in India during that season, during the summer season. And during winter season we are having the northeast wind which brings rainfall, okay. That is why we are having, basically, when I hope you have heard about that, during winter season we are having rainfall, you can say, at the coast of Tamil Nadu and all, okay, Tamil Nadu, Orissa. Why? Just because of the eastern, that northeastern winds, okay. So we are having the type of we are having you can say the climate condition of India is we call it as a monsoon. Monsoon means the reversal of wind. So we are having the reversal of wind movement, and that wind movement brings rainfall in India, okay. So basically we are having, as I told you, that um, it is derived from the word Arabic word mausim. So please remember that, okay. Now I also discuss you about the what are the factor which really controls the climate. We are having the latitude, altitude, pressure, and the wind system, then distance from the sea, then ocean currents and relief features. These are the factors which are really responsible for the, you can say, control of climate. That how climate is being controlled by the, what are the factors that controls the climate. Fine. Now moving further, that we have to discuss today is the factor affecting India's climate, okay. That means we have to see what are the factors which are responsible for the India's climate, for changing in this India's climate. So almost same, we are having the same thing, okay. So we are having, the first thing is latitude, altitude, wind, pressure, wind and pressure and winds, okay. In pressure and winds we are having we will come across so many different new words, okay. That uh, basically, on this I will make a separate video in which you will be able to understand the whole phenomena about how rainfall occurs, okay, and how this wind movements create a disturbance, you can say, in India, and how it brings rainfall. Fine. So let's move on to the topic that we are having, factors affecting India's climate. When we talk about factors affecting India's climate, the first thing that we are having is latitude, okay. I hope you are well aware about of latitude and longitude, okay. So latitude, that means this line, okay, that means the horizontal line which passes through India, okay. So basically when we talk about latitude, the Tropic of Cancer, as we know that the Tropic of Cancer almost passes through the middle of our country, okay, and it starts from the Run of Kutch to, you can say, to the west, That means west it starts from the run of Kutch to the in the eastern part Mizoram. Fine. So what happened? Because of this, see, we are having two type of climatic, you can say the zone, subtropical and tropical. Basically tropical and subtropical means what? See, the northern part experience the tropical type of climate, and the southern part experience, you can say, the subtropical climate that we are having. Okay, so we experience tropical and subtropical kind of climate. That means we are having, see, we are having mixed type of climate. We are having summer as well as winter. Okay, mixed type of climate that we are having. Not too hot, not too cold. We are having, but not as you know. In winter temperature is quite low, but not as what other countries are facing. Okay, we're having tropical as well as subtropical kind of climate. Okay, now moving towards the next thing that we're having is altitude. Altitude basically means height. Okay, earlier we were talking about the latitudinal position. Okay, that how this Tropic of Cancer divides India into two equal parts, and it has two type of, you can say, climatic zone kind of. Okay, the first one is the tropical and the subtropical. Fine. Now moving towards the next thing that we are having is altitude. When we are talking about the altitude, altitude basically means height. Okay, height in which, see, we are having you can say the mountains that we are having is the average height is around 6,000 meters. Okay, and what happened basically, just because of this mountain, this position of the mountains, that means the Himalayan mountains. Okay, because of that we don't feel that type of chilling cold which are experienced by the other countries. That means basically I'm talking about the western countries. Okay, like Russia, Russia has, you can say, polar type of climate. Basically means that means too chilling. Actually, the climatic condition of Russia is totally different, just because actually they experience polar type of climate. That means throughout the year mostly the whole thing is covered with the snow. But in India we don't have like that. Okay, we are having basically snowfalls occurs only in the you can say Jammu Kashmir and Himachal area. Apart from that we don't experience any snowfall in other part of the India. We experience the rainfall. Fine. So basically, just because of the you can say the Himalayan position, actually the Himalayan mountains save us from the chilling winds that comes from the western side. Okay, so actually Himalayan mountain act as a protective layer for India. Okay, so what happens, see, and the Himalaya prevents the cold wind from the Central Asia entering from the subcontinent. Fine. It is because the mountain it is because the mountain that is subcontinent experience comparatively milder winter as compared to the Central Asia. That means, it means that whenever the position of the Himalaya is too high, that is why that the Himalaya act as a barrier. Okay, when that wind comes from the Central Asia part. Okay, it you can say it act as a barrier for it. Okay, so that cold and chilled winds does not enter in India. We experienced winter season, but not too cold as what other western, you can say, countries they are facing. Okay, so it act as a, that means the just because of the you can say Himalaya, okay, Himalayan mountain, it act as a protective layer for India, which protect us from the chilling cold which you can say comes from the other side. Okay, so altitudinal position is also important. Because of that we don't face too cold climate in India. Fine. Now the next thing that we are having is pressure and winds. So pressure and winds are the most important, because because of this pressure and you can say wind, we experience sometimes rainfall, sometimes you can say snowfall, sometimes cyclones, because this pressure and winds creates an atmosphere for different things. Then precipitation, if I can say that precipitation, basically I taught you that it is nothing but the rainfall. Sometimes maybe in the form of rainfall, sometimes maybe in the form of snow and all. Fine. Now moving further, so the climatic condition, you can say, and the climate and associated weather condition in India are governed by the following atmosphere. So we are having the following atmospheres condition which will govern that whether what type of climate we are going to experience. Fine. So the first thing is that pressure and the surface winds. Okay, then the next thing is the upper circulation and western cyclone disturbance and tropical, you can say, cyclones. So basically it all depends the pressure, that what pressure is being created on earth and what pressure is being created on the water, especially on the ocean. Because whenever we are having experience rainfall just because of the wind movement. Okay, I already taught you that wind carries, you can say, winds are moist. Okay, and it is fully loaded with the that moisture from the sea, because whenever wind travels, it travels from the sea. Okay, see, basically, if I can show you, wait just a minute. See, I hope this is visible to you. This is on page number 32 we are having. I hope this is visible. Yeah, it is quite visible. Just a minute. Yeah, see, as I told you that we are having wind movement. Okay, the wind movement is from where? From south to, this is the southwest, this is the wind, southwest wind. Okay, this wind brings rain in India. Remember that, because whenever the first rainfall occurred in the coastal area of the, this what we call it as a Kerala. Okay, the coastal area of the Kerala. So this is the wind direction. Okay, this is the southwest wind direction. Okay, this brings rainfall in India. And see, we are having here, what we are having, we are having Arabian Sea over here, Arabian Sea, and we are, okay, so an Indian Ocean here, Indian Ocean over here. So basically what happens when wind travels from this part, it gets fully loaded with the moisture. Okay, and what happened when this strike through here, we are having mountains. I hope you are well aware about it. We are having Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat over here. Okay, so what happened when that wind strikes with the mountains over here, that brings rainfall. Fine. So as it moves further, again this wind will travel like this. Okay, again this will reach over here, that means the Bay of Bengal. Again the wind will get fully loaded with the you can say loaded with the moisture. Okay, and again this will move further, and here we are having mountains over here also, Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. Again that this wind will strike with this place. Okay, and again rainfall will occur. Like this we are having the phenomena goes on and goes on. Fine. So let's talk about the things that we are having. So what happens, see, pressure and the surface wind. Basically what happens, the thing is that basically what happens when we talk about pressure and surface winds, na? So basically the position, actually India lies in the region of the northern, you can say, easterly winds. Okay, and these winds originate from, you can say, subtropical high pressure belt to the you can say subtropical high pressure belt of the northern hemisphere. Now what happened excuse me. So basically what happens when they blow, okay, they start blowing towards the, you can say, southward and get deflected. Actually we are having a force called Coriolis force. I will tell you, because when we study about especially Indian monsoon, that Coriolis force and jet stream, they play an important role. Okay, that I will explain in detail in that video. Okay, so right now just remember that what happened when the wind travels, okay, towards southwards. Now what happened, it get deflected. Okay, after deflection, deflected to the right due to, you can say, the Coriolis force, and due to the deflection, okay, what happens, it moves towards the equator, low pressure area. So basically what happened, we move from high to low pressure. Okay, because we already know that what happened during summer and winter season, the temperature is totally totally different. So because of that, different pressure started creating over the land and over the sea. So because of that, what happened, so many things takes place that we will study later on. Right now, just understand that we're having a force called Coriolis force, and what it means, you can say it is an apparent force caused by the earth. It is just caused by the earth rotation, okay. And because of that, what happened, Coriolis force is responsible for deflecting the wind movements, okay, towards the right, okay. It deflects the wind towards the right, and in the northern hemisphere, actually, because of that rotation of the earth, the winds get deflected towards north instead of towards south, okay, just because of that wind, that rotation of the earth, okay. And what happened, the wind, okay, which so basically what Coriolis force do, okay, what Coriolis force does, it basically, just because of the rotation of the earth, okay, the wind get deflected towards right, okay, in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere it get deflected towards the left, okay. And because of this movement, the wind pressure and the wind, you can see the changes in the wind direction get started created because of the Coriolis force, that I will explain to you in details when we will study about the Indian monsoon, because this is a very long topic, and that I am going to explain you later on, okay, fine. So what happened after that, when this wind move towards the right, definitely it will face, different oceans and sea. So when they travel, okay, when the wind travel over the watery surface, definitely that will get loaded with the moisture, and and bring moisture with them, okay. And because of that, rainfall occurs. Now what happens, see, the pressure and the wind condition over India is totally unique. What happens, see, in summer and in winter, there's a variation in the temperature. Basically what happens, see, in summer season, when we talk about in summer season, what happened in summer season, the temperature on the land is too high, okay. And because of high temperature, the pressure started creating low, okay. So that means if the temperature is high, the pressure will be low. But on the opposite side, when we talk about on the ocean, in ocean, what happened, basically the temperature is, you can say, low, and because of low temperature, high pressure started creating. So now what happened, in summer, low pressure area develops. Basically in summer, what happens, low pressure area started creating, you can say, in the interior Asia, okay, and as well as, you can say, northwest India, okay. Just because of, in basically in summer, what we experience that very high temperature, and because of high temperature, low pressure started creating, and wind moves from high to low pressure. Because of that, basically what happened, the wind started moving from ocean to, you can say, from ocean to the land direction, okay, like that. And in, you can say, in winter, it is opposite. Basically what happened in winter, when we talk about on the land, the temperature is, you can say, the temperature is low, okay. So high pressure started creating. On the opposite, when we talk about the ocean, the temperature is quite high. So because of low pressure started creating, okay, on the when we talk about the ocean. So what happened, the wind movement started, the wind movement, okay, will be from where, high to low. So that is why the wind will start moving from land to ocean areas, okay. So this is like, so we are having the, you can say, if the temperature is high, then the pressure will be created will be low. If the temperature is low, then the pressure will be high. So like that, okay. So what happened, so like this, okay, basically the scenario is something like that. And just because of that, basically when you found, there is variation, okay, just because of the, you can say, rainfall and wind movement, because of this, okay, that I will explain, okay. Now let's move on to the next thing that we are having. See, what happened because basically in summer we experience the rainfall with which type of wind. Basically, I told you that the south west wind. Okay, just because because of the pressure that are created. Okay, on the land, the pressures that are created on the land, that because of that wind movement get you can say from ocean to sea, ocean to land area. That is why we experience rainfall during summer season on the land area. Okay, basically mainland of the India. Now okay, now but in summer season it is totally different. We experience the rainfall, okay, but from not from southwest wind, but from the that wind which is coming back, okay, from the, you can say, which type of wind, from the north, northeast wind, okay, in summers, in winter season. That we will see later on, because we have to go through the whole phenomena of this, how wind movements get started. Okay, what are the factors, that we will see later on. Okay, right now I'll stop here because this is too lengthy topic. Okay, so rest of the things I will cover in the next video. Okay, in which I will discuss about jet stream, and also I will discuss about the Coriolis force, and apart from that the Indian monsoon, which is the most important thing that I am going to discuss in the upcoming video. So please go through the things that I taught you. So I have gone through the page number 27 and 28. Okay, so just go through it. Okay, and rest of the things I am going to cover in the upcoming videos. So till time, thank you so much.